Well, third time a charm. That's the question the New England Patriots were asking at home against the Miami Dolphins. This will be the third time the two teams have played in 5 weeks, the second time they played in 7 days, and the Patriots, of course, had won the first 2 games by 3 and by 2 points. 9 times since the merger, teams that have swept the other in the regular season have met again in the playoffs. 5 times, this team that won the first 2 won the third. 4 times, the other team came back to win. The Patriots were hoping they would be part of that majority. Here we go. And they would go without Curtis Martin. Took a walk before the game with Pete Carroll, but again, Martin was not there. Jimmy Johnson, first playoff game for the Miami Dolphins. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, first quarter, under 3 minutes to go, stopped on third down. Jimmy decides to go for it on 4th and short, but Jabbar rejected by Dave Cowens. And the Patriots hold on defense. Carroll fired up. Second quarter, still scoreless. Drew Bledsoe back to pass, and Trace Armstrong said it's going to be the longest bull ride in the history of the playoffs. So the Patriots try a 48-yard field goal from Adam Vinatieri. Sails left. Game remains scoreless early second quarter. Dolphins' next possession on first down. And this is kind of the way their offense went. Dan Marino to Blaney Palmely. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. That famous Marino to Ed Perry combination just can't get going. Not quite like Duper and Clayton. Marino's pass tipped in the air and picked up by Chris Slade. Mama, we're all crazy now. Slade returns it 22 yards to the 30-yard line, Tom.
Yeah, we take another look at this. You're going to see Larry Wiggum, the safety, come up, make a great play here. He doesn't knock the ball down. He tips it away from the receiver. You see Chris Slade make the nice reception right there, and then we take another view of it right here. Look at the rest of the Patriots form a nice wall, and Chris Slade do a great job of getting to the sideline.
So the Patriots take advantage after the interception on third down. Bledsoe, Troy Brown on his banner for now. Did he catch it? Is it a tip? Is it a tip? Is it a... Where? Get the ball. Touchdown. It's now a touchdown. And the Patriots lead at 7-0. A tough but good call.
Nice route, nice pass versus double coverage. You see the safeties a little late getting over, and you see Terrell Buckley not there to prevent the pass to Troy Brown.
Pete Carroll said to Chris Slade, way to get us started with the pick. Oddly enough, and they've won the first 2 games. Bledsoe had not thrown a touchdown pass against Miami this year until that one. So Dan Marino, could he respond? Marino to Troy Drayton. And the blitz, well, he just has to get rid of the ball repeatedly quicker than he wanted to. As on Monday night, the Patriots blitzed him repeatedly. Lamar Thomas to throw incomplete. Marino looking for Nat Moore. No, it's Lamar Thomas. It's incomplete. Believe me, he was looking for Nat Moore, Mark Duper, Mark Clayton, and all those guys. 6 and 17, 41 yards in the first half. This is Dan Marino, greatest passer of all time. Meanwhile, under 2 minutes to go, second quarter, Bledsoe. Terry Glenn playing. Goes down to the 35-yard line, sets up Adam Vinatieri, no good, 47 yards out. So the lead stays at 7-0. Next possession, it's 3rd and 10. 3rd and long, killed the Dolphins. And Chris Slade makes the sack of Marino. 4 sacks on the day for the Patriots. Bob Kraft, don't need the binoculars for this. He knows he likes what he sees. Third quarter, 7-0 score. Second play from scrimmage for Miami. Pass. Todd Collins picks it off. Could go all the way. A vodka Collins for everybody in New England. Touchdown, 14-0. Third time Marino has thrown a pick for a touchdown in Foxborough this year.
Yeah, and look at Todd Collins right there, signaling that the slant is coming on the adjustment. Never looks at the receiver, keeps his eyes on Dan Marino. A nice job of focusing on the ball, taking it to the end zone.
How about 13 picks all year for Marino, 6 against the Patriots, 3 return for touchdowns. Next possession for Miami. More of the same. Ted Johnson had a big game. Had 9 tackles, and there's a sack. Same drive, 3rd and 7. Marino from the shotgun. He's just not going to outrun Willie McGinnis. With Curtis Martin out, Derek Fancy Colors was in. Colors for 6 yards. Derek colors his world for 8 yards. A time-consuming march as Derek became Technicolors, 13 yards. Who said Derek LaVille step in yesterday? Colors did it today. Jimmy can't believe it. Same Patriots. I mean, his defense playing pretty well, but this drive chewed him up. Bledsoe to Glenn. 20 yards down to the 10-yard line, inside the 10. Same drive on 3rd and goal. Bledsoe looking for Ben Winter Coates. needed an alteration, incomplete.
Yeah, Coach, his best pattern here, he goes down, you're going to see him hook up. Ball gets on top of him a little bit quick. He has to reach up with it with his left hand, for it with his left hand. Just a little bit too quick a pass.
Bledsoe and Coach say, don't worry, we got a field goal this time. It's 17-0. This is really the biggest play of the game offensively, just about for Miami. Unfortunately, there's a kickoff return to them. Corey Harris, Vinatieri with a kick save like Jerry Cheevers. He's got a flag, too. It held to the 47-yard return. It set up a field goal, 17-3. The Patriots know the battle's not over because here's the onside kick. Scramble. And Miami has the football with the Patriots fold behind Dan Marino's Heat in the fourth quarter. Marino on first down, back to pass. Chris Canty, one of umpteen blitzers from the secondary, sacks, and Chris Slade recovers the fumble.
Yeah, and this is called dual protection, where you try to bring the guard out to attack an outside blitzer. Canty makes a great inside move on him, does a good job of knocking the ball out, and Slade, the man on the spot all day.
So that big kickoff goes for naught. Dolphins ball. The onside kick goes for naught. Dolphins ball on 17-3. 5 minutes to go. Lawyer Malloy makes Marino plead nolo contendere. Then Marino to Lamar Thomas. It took him 40 passes to throw for over 100 yards. He bobbled it, but it goes a 42-yard play. 4th and 10, though, on the same drive. Shotgun. Marino with a little bit of time to McDuffie. He caught it. He's going the wrong way. Takes a great catch, but a 10-yard catch turns into like 1 yard, and the Dolphins turn it over on downs. Next play, New England. Colors. No gray area with Colors. He's either good or it's a foul. No, the Keith fires balls on it. And remember, he was cut last year midseason by Jimmy Johnson. Whoa. Spikes it towards the bench. Marino and Carroll. A contrast of emotions as New England has beaten Miami for the third time this year, wins it by the count of 17-3. The Dolphins, a team playoff low of 162 yards. Marino threw for only a $141, was sacked 4 times, picked off twice. He fumbled once. Miami ran for only 42 yards. Colors himself at 86. And afterwards, obviously, the New England Patriots talking about defense.
Our defense obviously is playing their best football. You know, they're blitzing all over the field, and the most important thing that they're doing is when they blitz, they're covering the guys downfield. So that today Dan wasn't able to get rid of it quick because his guys were covered, and I sympathize for him. That's a tough situation, but I was happy to see it today.
He knew that we're gonna blitz or whatever, but the people in coverage, it was up to them to get to their responsibility. Understand their responsibility and get the job done.
All I can tell you is they sent in more guys than you can pick up. And I think we did the best we could.
You never know when it's going to be the last game, so, you want to do whatever you can to win, and today we just didn't have anything offensively.
Our football team needs some changes, and right now we need to take a little bit of time to pull back away from this before I can decide what we're going to do. I have no idea what we're going to do right now.
Well, when you get beat by a divisional team 3 times, especially, Tommy, 4 sacks Monday night by New England, 4 sacks again today. And it seemed like, you heard Richmond Webb say, it seemed like Miami had, New England had like 13 guys on defense because they blitzed, but yet everyone was covered all the time.
Well, just over 160 yards and 40-plus yards rushing the football is not going to get it done. But I think you begin with the matchups that are presented by the New England Patriots, not only on their front line, but with the linebackers and DBs as well. Very athletic, very quick. So they were able to blitz Dan Marino, and they've done this the other 2 times this season, blitz Dan Marino, and yet maintain coverage. And I think it speaks directly to the inability of the Dolphins to get downfield with their wide receivers. They lack speed in that wide receiving core. Great job of timing by Chris Slade and Lawyer Malloy and company coming on the blitz. But when you look at the 4 games that we've seen thus far, and we'll see the other highlight package later on, you see run defense, you see the ability to rush the football, and you see a team not turning the ball over. And I think those are the keys. And then give Drew Bledsoe a lot of credit. He's doing what he's doing without the benefit of Curtis Martin providing balance for his ball club.
Yeah, they didn't burn it up offensively. They only got a little more than 200 yards. But you think of the New England personnel on defense, and I think of Pete Carroll and defensive coordinator Steve Sidwell, because they have had Miami figured out.
That's right.
There is no question, and that's why they beat him 3 for 3. As we go inside the numbers, Miami all of a sudden came to a screeching halt after they beat the Lions on our game on Week 15. I mean, today was just more of the same. We're nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. They had the shutout at the Colts, the awful shellacking at the Colts, and the 2 losses to New England. That Lion game, they got 33 points. But in the next 3 games, including today combined, just 15 points, averaging barely over 200 yards a game. They turn the ball over lots. They don't score a lot of touchdowns. They got in the playoffs. They'll learn from it, but they're moving out, and New England is moving on.